Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
So it's time to update our view on the Bitcoin market. So the target that we have specified in the previous research, and actually we were tracking this setup since this area, probably as soon as market starts dropping. We talked about, we traded this downward action, then when the hand shoulder starts to form, we traded retracement and long position, and currently, as you can see, finally we have come to the 65 area. It's actually OP. This market has completed, and also minimum target of this hand and shoulders pattern also is completed. Now market stands on a reasonable downside action. And currently it's a bit tricky question stands around what to wait, what to expect next, whether we will get upward action to the 71, this will be XOP of the same head and shoulders, or we should start preparation for a deep retracement and downside reversal. Because if we'll take a look at the monthly chart, here as you could see the market also hits long-term 63.5 target that we have specified as soon as market has hit 2.62618. It's 47. Yes, these targets are maybe not as important and not as crucial, because as far market is coming with these targets, as less important they become. But still, on the monthly chart, this is significant area that market has reached. On the daily chart, we are watching for bearish context that is growing here, but currently it is not still ready for downside action. It's not triggered yet. We have the divergence with the wedge pattern. Wedge itself is an indication of the housing of the current trend that we have on the market. And maybe if we will not get even some major reversal, some significant drop to the 40,000 area, for example, or even lower, any moderate retracement will be the chance to consider some investing in Bitcoin on the longer term. And that's why all investors currently keep an eye on the possible moderate retracement that could happen. On the daily chart in particular, you could see that market has formed the butterfly pattern inside of this wedge. It's actually 1.7 extension. Market also has completed this ABCD pattern. 1618 extension of the butterfly will be around 69, which is very close to the inner XOP with the 7071 is right here. So the next destination point. And in current environment, the chances exist that market could reach this level. Why? Because if you keep an eye on our updates on the Forex market, on the gold, you probably should be familiar with the overall situation that stands on the market. Currently, as dollar, as interest rates in the United States stands under pressure in the short term and stands in a short-term bearish trend. And this drop of the dollar could support the Bitcoin as well. So maybe we do not have some additional driving factors for the Bitcoin, I mean inner driving factors, some advantages of the coin currently that could push it higher separately with no relation to the dollar. But the dollar weakness itself could support upward action, and market still could climb slightly higher, maybe to the 68 area as well. So I not exclude this chance currently. But to not just rely on some targets and some thoughts, suggestions, technically you could control this process with the chart on the 4-hour time frame period. So actually this is the same our hand shoulders. Market stands in the pullback. And currently, guys, I would keep an eye on this support area. This is very strong support. You can see this is, first of all, this is form a neckline. And break out it down will be negative sign and tells you that short-term context, bullish context is over. Because when the market drops back below the neckline on the hand and shoulders, it means that this pattern is done. Also, take a look that this corresponds to, it has actually two confidence support areas, two fib levels around 59. 618 from this most recent upward swing and 30% for the whole upward action of the hand shoulders. So that creates very strong support cluster. Additionally, that might be agreement with some kind of the ABCD pattern. I not exclude that downside retracement could be a bit more extended in the shape of the ABCD. Something of that sort could be formed here. Right? So it also could create the agreement with this support. And that makes this level as exceptional for a short-term perspective. And you just keep an eye on. First of all, you of course could plan the bullish trade around it, because taking the long position right here lets you to place very tight stop slightly below this area. And the target will be around 68, so it will be great risk-reward combination. If market will break this area down and start dropping, it means that the bullish context on the short term on the 4-time frame chart probably is over. And we should be prepared for some stronger downside action on the high time frames as well. So that will be very important, not just support, but also the indicator level that you could keep an eye on. While market stands above it, it keeps bullish context. Downside breakout tells you that no longs should be taken in the near term. Besides taking a look at this picture in the perspective of the daily butterfly, significant drop below this area will be too extended well, in this case, probably deny the idea of the possible action to the 1618 extension of the butterfly. So market should show relatively small retracement, 30% as maximum, to stay aimed on the next target. So that is what we have currently on the Bitcoin. It's a bit complicated view, as involves a lot of different factors, but you could simplify this by just taking a look at 4-hour time frame chart and follow the patterns that we just discussed and keep an eye on the major level. That actually will tell you everything that you would like to get. So as for a long position entry, you could use this level as indicators, just to get the early sign that something is broken and market hardly will proceed higher. So that's our view on Bitcoin currently.